live now. I wasn't paying attention. We are live now. Sorry for the delay. It was only like a few second delay.
We're only here doing one thing.
I know. I know. We're doing one thing, and we got caught in a conversation before the podcast started. I'm like, oh shit, they should be seeing us right now. The opening just on pause.
Well, we're not.
We're not?
According to the video, we're still saying All in Our Heads podcast live.
Well, because that's a little bit of a delay from
okay.
There. It's how technology works, Mike. It's not like live to the second.
I
mean, not even like, NBC does that.
I know.
You have a little delay, Mike.
Yeah, it's a 5-second delay normally, right?
Whatever they choose.
I don't know. When you watch baseball, though, the radio broadcast
it's very tough to match it up.
And the television broadcasts are way behind each other.
Oh shit.
What are we hearing?
I was hearing myself through. I got to change it. This happened last week.
Oh. Did you do it? Did you change it?
Not yet.
What is it you got to change?
The audio output settings. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Like when I was watching during the baseball season, there was I was listening to it I was listening to it on the app.
Okay.
And which is the same delay as television.
Right.
So it's usually almost a full batter behind. So John Carlos hit a 3-run homer, and you text me, Giancarlo, and I was like, what's he talking about? And then, 55 seconds later, a minute and a half later, a home run. I'm like, you've ruined it. You spoil alert. Like you let me know that was happening.
Right. Let me just check. Why is it still that?
I'm good.
Is live now.
You're talking and like moving.
I just want to make sure because I don't want people to.
I mean, on my phone it's there.
Oh wait, let me just check. Mine's like so far behind.
Well,
do you hear me? Do you hear us?
I put it all the way down.
Put the volume up a second.
Go ahead.
Hey.
Yeah, spoiler alert. Yeah,
spoiler alert. Yeah, we're pretty 5 seconds behind.
Yeah.
Okay. I can't wait till I'm telling you, people love us, but I can't wait till we get like some sort of like real studio with a producer, till we can get like on XM or something. That'd be nice.
It would be nice.
We should be able to get an hour at like 2 a.m. on XM.
Yeah.
Gotta get some tapes out there to people. Listen, if you know anybody, you gotta get us.
They're like, we're not recommending you.
We're actually at work.
They're not going to recommend us while we fumble around for.
Well, we only fumble because we're producing it.
The first 12 minutes of every episode.
Yeah, well, but they like that. We had our film.
That should be the name of our podcast.
What?
Technical difficulties.
Technical difficulties. Yeah. Technical life difficulties. Technical difficulties in what way? Every way possible.
In every way.
Every way.
Have a technical.
Physically, spiritually,
emotionally,
technically. We had our boy KP Birkin as a guest last week. Thank him for that. Lowest rated episode of the podcast. You know what? You can't make people. You can't please people. It's either hey, you guys are skipping weeks, or it's like, all right, we're not going to skip weeks. We'll add a guest, but we're not going to listen to that. I'm like, well, then I don't know what to tell you. We'll still try guests when we can.
Right.
I think it's better than skipping weeks. But I was like, man, those numbers dive. They're like, they really just want me and you. Yeah, right. They're like, no, we appreciate it, but it's not the same. Guy. It's not the same banter.
Yeah, I'm sure that guy KP's nice.
No, he was good. It was a fun episode. It was.
Well, we appreciate KP stepping up while I was in Atlantic City.
Yeah, at the Borgata. How was that, man?
It was the Borgata. It was nice.
Borgata.
Isn't it? It's a casino gig.
And how were the shows? They were
casino gigs.
Casino gigs?
Well, Sunday was great. I think maybe Tuesday, maybe Sunday was almost sold out. And Wednesday was almost sold out. Now, the Monday and Tuesday
still very
crowds,
old people?
Yeah, well, older. Tuesday was the lightest crowd numbers, probably only like maybe 250, 300. But the best energy on Tuesday with the lowest amount of people.
Yeah, you can't go by amount of people as far as good crowd.
Right.
I was like Tierney's past 2 weeks, both good crowds because I was there back-to-back weeks.
Right.
But the first crowd was smaller, but just a better vibe.
Yeah.
And the other crowd was good.
Right.
But that smaller crowd just was ready to roll.
Right.
Like with everything,
Well, that was your fans. That you.
Yeah. Well, this is like the
you filled in for me.
I know. I filled in for
My
you.
My fans came. They're like, nope.
Yeah. Nope. It was one lady who was like in charge of the
fundraiser.
Like fundraiser, just like on her phone. So I was like about 20 minutes in. I go, you still into this, lady? You still want to? She goes, I'm sorry. I'm like, no, it's
your fundraiser.
It's your fundraiser, yeah, whatever. I forget what I did. I did something off the cuff, like comparing them to cats.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Right.
And then we carried on for another 15 minutes.
Right.
But so Borgata.
Yeah. So Sunday's crowd was nice. It was a decent size, and they were fun.
Right.
But I would say Tuesday's crowd was the best energy in the smallest crowd.
Yeah.
And like Wednesday was the biggest crowd, and it was okay energy. Monday was just
duds.
And usually Monday's their most packed night.
Really?
Because Mondays, it's like Sunday through Thursday is low roller night. That's low rollers.
Yeah.
High rollers are weekends.
Yeah.
They don't give low. They give low rollers the Monday, Tuesday, room deals. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So that's who you get. A bunch of older people getting away on a Monday. They're all retirees. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But they were all pleasant audiences. All pleasant. It just, the energy was just a little on Monday. And even Wednesdays was for the size of the crowd.
Yeah, they want to get young people there, they say, but it's like you're not going to on a weeknight.
And I talked to one of the bookers, a couple of weeks ago, and he was like, I think that was even the Borgata was like, let's try to mix it up.
Yeah.
Because the old, regimes of booking for the past 3 bookers.
Same people every
were the
4
same
weeks.
exact guys. And now I get that those type of acts are what works there, but get different people who could please every crowd.
Right.
Get different
new
people.
faces
New
that
faces.
are more universal.
And I think they took it, they're like, oh, you want new, you want to hip it up. But the hip young people don't come into the room. They just don't.
Yeah.
They don't. It's a huge room for it's just comps.
And they're not out on a weeknight.
They're not.
No one's driving to AC on a Monday, Tuesday. And
just to see a comedy show.
Just to see a comedy show. They're not. Right. If you're talking about a guy that's like a young guy that parties that's going to AC, he's at the club.
Right.
Or he's a gambler.
He's gambling.
He's not like, no one, unless you live in that area.
And nobody
and you're
really
young.
comes. So it's usually people who are older making a night of it, go down, they get some dinner. They get down there like at 3 o'clock check-in, do a little gambling, little wandering around the machines, go upstairs, shower, get some dinner, come to the show at 9 o'clock. And by the end of the show at 10 o'clock, they're all wanting to fall asleep. They're done.
Yeah.
They're done. Then those people leave and they go right upstairs to their room. Mm-hmm. That's exactly the elevator. By the time I get back to the elevator to go up to my room is just packed with people from the show. Old people going to their rooms.
Yeah.
It's not like Friday or Saturday when the show's over at 10, let's go gamble.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They're not. They're like, well, let's get up to our rooms. And that's the crowd. And that's just the crowd in the casino. The only place that's young is that club there. And that's Friday and Saturday. It's so packed you can't even walk around the casino. Right. All half-naked girls. But they're not coming to the comedy show. I don't care who you put on stage. So they were trying to put younger faces on stage, figuring they'll bring in the younger crowd. And they may sprinkle them in, but your audience is older, cruisy kind of people.
Yeah.
And so I think the new booker is like, you know what? He realizes that. So he's got to put different faces that can perform that type of, act that can make those people laugh.
Right.
And so like one show, and I'm not trying to say this to pat myself on the back, but it was me.
Be careful, Mike's about to pat himself on the back.
It was me, Joe Bubblewitz.
Oh yeah, I know Joe.
And Louis Ramey.
Oh, okay, that's a good show.
So this woman came up, like old woman. She's like, we come almost every 3 weeks. We're at the show. She's like, we've been coming for years. She goes, this is probably the best lineup we've ever seen. Now I've heard that on other shows.
Yeah.
This is the greatest lineup ever. This is great. Like, so they like that lineup. That's what they want. I mean, I'm sorry.
They don't want edgy. They don't want that. It's but which is fine. Like, it's like
It's not even like they just don't want, like, they're not young and hip and fast and cool isn't going to get them. Now, young, hip, fast, and cool will get them if they have the material.
Right.
And it doesn't even mean the material that is relatable, but just, are you likable, like a fun comic, or are you just like this edge, hey, man, what's up,
Well,
man?
you know, it's just kind of like cruise ship comedies or vacation area comedy shows. Like, you're on vacation, you just want to have fun,
Or relax.
just laugh about some fun shit. It's like, I don't want to dig deep on it. Like, that's fine, like in the basement clubs in New York City.
Yeah, or a comedy club around the country, like a room. Like
you're out there for some edgy comedy, but casinos are generic, I guess you could say, in a way.
And casino crowds, I mean, are not stand-up comedy crowds. They're not. Like, I've asked, I'm making a point lately. It's like when I'm doing fundraisers, or I'm like, how many of you people have ever been to a real comedy club? To a comedy club. I bet you more than half of you in this room haven't been.
Right.
And I'm like, so I was like, so your response to me isn't important because you don't really support what I do.
Right.
You don't go and support comedy. You're not comedy fans.
Yeah.
You just happen to be here tonight, you know what I'm saying, to kill some time or raise money for your soccer team or whatever, and that's fine, but you're not stand-up comedy fans, so you need to understand what's happening up here.
Right.
So I don't really, I'm like, so your response to me this isn't a trial run of my act. It already works.
Yeah, no matter what you give me, I'm okay with it.
Yes.
Because I know this works.
Yeah.
This isn't even the right setup for me.
Correct. None of this is right.
I don't need balloons over baskets. You know what I mean? It's not a comedy setup.
No.
I know you guys are waiting for your ticket to be pulled.
Yeah. So you can win the fucking
basket of beauty.
Yeah.
Fucking popcorn set. Movie theater tickets. Oh, Milk Duds popcorn. Oh, this is great.
Put your tickets.
I could bring a candy with me.
Yeah.
I put the candy in the basket with the tickets. It's the whole night's paid for. I sneak it in, but
we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Put your tickets in that one.
Once I put the basket of beauty on, I'm walk right past those guys. They ain't gonna.
They're gonna be just
gonna
taken aback by my beauty.
Taken aback by my beauty made by the basket. I wanted the tricky tray. You look like a tricky tray winner. I am. Yeah. 2 baskets.
2 times.
2 baskets. I don't want to brag, but you sneak my friend in.
2 baskets. We tried to win the trip to the Yankee game, but we didn't get it.
Yeah, nah, it was. How'd you win the basket of beauty to movies? Nobody else put a ticket in there. So I put 20 in. I beat myself. Put $20 on movie tickets? Yeah, so you got to bought these movie tickets. Listen, I won, all right? Yeah.
I'm a winner. Give me my stuff.
I'm a winner. You ain't getting the tickets and Milk Duds for 20.
Yeah.
Come on. Where? Show me. Bring out your phone. Show me. Prove it. Google it. Why are you messing with a tricky tray winner? This is not how you treat winners. God, you think I lost? You're not even mentioning the beauty.
Yeah. You're not even taken aback. How are you not taken aback?
Yeah, how much you put in the beauty basket? $100. That's besides the point. I won. Won that shit. Savage. You want to go out?
There's nobody out there, buddy. You're going to be right back.
I'm probably thirsty from that shit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, if you're new to the Owner Heads podcast, my dog is always here. Yep, he's back, James. And
what's up, James?
He likes to go out occasionally, so that's just part of the show. So give us some likes, hearts, ha-has, and wows. I'm doing them right now to show you people that are watching live. Just keep hitting those buttons, and that helps us. Anywho.
I was doing them, too.
I think we're frozen. At least on my computer. Yeah, see, we just catch up with myself.
But on here, we're not.
No, we're good.
Yeah.
We're good for the rest of the universe. So,
I mean, anyway, I was at LOL last night, and I don't know, man. I don't understand.
It's never a good start of a story.
I enjoy the stage time, and the audiences have been pretty good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They're pretty good. It's I don't understand. I just don't. the professionalism of my, coworkers and how to do the job. It makes me so physically ill.
In what way?
It's just not like I don't understand like the way they do their crowd. It's just everything they do. Like it's just like, man, just fuck. Do you know how to do comedy? Do you know how to do comedy? Do you know how to do a show? And it's in this room always like harbors like guys trying to out funny and be the funniest on the show. They need to be the funniest.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like even like between comics, they got to say shit about the jokes so that you like them. Dude, you see what I just did there? You see how it was almost a standing ovation in this fucking room? You know what that means? I did really good. You know what you should do? Zip your fucking face and bring up the next act. Why fuck it up with your shit joke on top of what I just did?
Yeah.
I don't understand it. It's because it's a fucking competition thing. They really are just chopping you down. Like it's usually a joke about the joke or something like, man, he's crazy, right? He's crazy. Like what? Yeah. What are we doing? Yeah, he's crazy. Who cares what I am?
Yeah.
I just did the job. Man, give it up for him. Really funny. Anyway, man, you guys are really great. You ready for your next comedian?
Yeah.
What is this? What are we talking about me for? Just fucking, it's so frustrating. And to watch these guys on the clean, family-friendly show curse. They all curse on the family-friendly show. And these fucking retards, their only explanation, well, I didn't see any kids. It doesn't matter, you fucking retard. It's family-friendly. How is it you not that smart, you fucking dumb fucking what the
I like this family-friendly explanation. Yo, fucking fuck.
I just don't get, like, you're going up. It's so frustrating. They curse, and they just
keep getting booked.
Yeah, no one's paying attention. And like me, I get uncomfortable if I'm
late. Are the families complaining?
Yeah, I'm sure they are. No one can, and they do these things. It's like, is anybody here? Or is everybody all right? There's no kids. Are we all right with not cursing? With a little spicing it up a little bit? Now, if you're a family who bought tickets because you wanted a family-friendly show, and there's 80 people in this room, and no one puts their hands up, are you putting your hand up? No. You'd be like, yeah, I'm fine with it, but you didn't. You bought the tickets because you weren't fine with it. Because they sell it on the streets as a family-friendly show, and people come because they don't want to hear motherfucker, cock, motherfucker. I was fucking his business. They don't want to hear any of that.
But I guess the club's probably just like, you know what? These are just tourists. They're coming in. We're just getting the money, and they're not coming 100%. Back anyway.
But I respect the art. I respect the thing we're doing.
Yeah.
I don't curse.
Yeah. No, cursing's like, if you tell me not to curse, that's like the easiest thing to do. Like the weirdest thing is when I get like
topics.
Can you keep it PG-13? You're like, what is that? What does that even mean? 13? Can we go PG-16? PG-17? Like 13? Like unless there's 13-year-olds in the audience.
Right.
I feel if we're above 20 years old, we should keep it PG-16.
Right.
PG. Like I don't understand.
The reason is, and I can tell you this, and I understand it because I understand the psychology of what we're doing here.
Yeah.
If you tell someone, don't drop too much. Try to keep it clean.
Yeah.
They will not keep it clean.
Yeah.
There will be F-bombs talking about dicks, but we'll not talk about dicks. Like, it's like, I didn't really say it though. Yeah, but you said, you put your hand on your knee. You said, my shalong. I mean, come on, man. Why do you think that's clean?
Yeah.
It's not
clean. To me, clean is no sex, no cursing.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Like if I did like say the word ass, I don't find that to be dirty.
Right. No, I get it.
You know what I mean?
Right.
But yeah, if I'm talking about putting something in my ass, dirty.
I get it.
Like sexually in my ass.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yes, I get it. What else would you be putting in your ass? Like enemas?
Enemas, yeah.
Who the fuck's doing that joke? All right.
I do.
No, you do the coffee enema. I get that. That's not.
No, but that's not. But you get paranoid when you see PG-13. You're like.
But if I was telling you do family friendly, I would say don't do it.
Really?
I would. Because it's a visual.
That's crazy to me.
I know.
That's crazy to me, and I feel like you shouldn't even have a comedy show. Get a fucking juggler or a magician or like, you know what I mean? Like to me, if that's your level,
right?
You can't joke about something of that minute,
right? I mean,
as a family-friendly thing, then why are you even having a show?
Right. But your joke says ass. Put a thing up my ass, put coffee in my ass. That's not family-friendly. Sorry. It's not. It's not even close. Would you be able to say it on television? Put coffee in my ass. You wouldn't be able to. So that's, if I'm saying...
I can say coffee in my butt.
What?
I can say coffee in my butt on TV.
Yeah, you can say...
It's the same... It's the right. On television, I get it because of fucking...
No, I get it.
But I think even the word ass is allowed on television now.
Not the way, in those terms, put something, coffee in my ass is not... You won't be able to say, put coffee in my ass.
All right, coffee in my butt. Which
Yeah,
just goes to show how dumb we are as humans. It's like...
I get it.
Same joke, same everything.
It, but if I am booking a family-friendly show with people in the Midwest who are the way they are, it's not their fault. They are.
No, I know. I'm just saying.
So they want to come in
dumb.
In their brain, they're like, I don't want to hear anything. Now, that might not offend anybody.
Yeah.
Though even those family-friendly crowds may not even consider that a thing, like at all. Like no, that's no problem.
Yeah.
We can't run down the list of shit for them to get their approval. So you say family-friendly. The reason why you have to say family-friendly, keep it that way, is because if someone is in some comic sees you putting coffee in my ass or put coffee in my butt, to them, to the next comic, I didn't know we talk. They're just assholes. They don't know how to fucking rein it in.
Yeah.
So if you say no topics, then you don't have to even worry about it. Like, there's no topics.
Yeah.
Just keep it simple. For family-friendly show. Now, you're not doing this all day long. At 8 o'clock, they have a family-friendly show. It's to get the tourists from the Midwest who don't go to a comedy show. In their mind, comedy shows are dirty. And they're being sold, it's not. Don't worry about it. You're going to be fine.
Gotcha.
And then they come in, they're like Mormons, and they just want to have fun. They've never been to a comedy show. They don't want the black dude to say, my balls, I fucking put sprinkles on. They don't want to hear that.
Yeah.
But they do it. Oh, I dropped the F-bomb a couple times. Yeah, that's not at all friendly to the people who don't want to hear it. Now, if they're at a regular show and somebody's like, oh, hey, he said his asshole, he put coffee in, we're on a regular show, babe. Too bad.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But if it's family friendly, I just think you shouldn't even go near those topics. I just think, I don't agree with your sensitivity because I'm not sensitive to a fucking thing, but that's me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You could talk about anything. I'd be like, okay.
I've done like corporate type gigs where the audience can tell I'm holding back. Like I'm stopping jokes. I'm not. And I've had one time where they've be like, don't hold back. Like they can see. I'm like, I have to. They're making me.
Right.
This isn't who I am. I want to have fun.
Yeah.
But somebody and then like I've had it where they actually ask the person. They go.
Yeah, well, now
they've asked could he do what he wants? And I'm like, I do what I want. Like, do what you want. And then it turns into a fun show. Then it's almost like a learning experience. See, nobody died tonight.
Yeah,
nobody is hurt. These are just words. These are thoughts. It's not a big, but it's like you almost like I just feel like almost as comedians. Like, I get it. You set it up as a family show, but it's like almost like can we just as a people just. It's like...
Yeah, but you have to have it for everybody. I don't want those words.
Yeah, I get it.
I don't care, but someone doesn't want those words. So you're telling that guy, well, you're never going to be able to go enjoy comedy shows because we're always going to use words that you don't.
No, I get it. If you're set up the show that way, you should do it. Yeah.
But now for corporate things, the reason why corporate events should be clean, and I'm not saying that makes sense because everybody wants it to be whatever it is. The reason why a corporate event has to be clean is because corporate events are mandatory to their employees. So their employees have to be there for the corporate event.
Yeah.
You can't subject an employee who doesn't even want to be at this event to talk about Asians for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Fucking Asians. And the guy is an Asian. Is like, why am I in this room?
Yeah.
I don't want to be here. If I don't come here, I'm going to lose my job. I have to be here. So corporate asks you to be clean so this way no one can complain because it's a job event.
I guess.
You know what I'm saying?
No, I understand.
So I did this holiday party a long time ago, and like the lady the HR woman was contacting me the whole time. She's like, you need to be squeaky clean. Do not talk to the audience. It's just squeaky clean. Do not talk to the audience at all. Got it. Got to the show. Just me. No other. Just me. 45
How's
minutes.
everybody doing? cut the mic.
Yeah.
He just talked to the audience.
So I get there, and the guy who booked me was this fucking nut job. This Jewish guy is just a nut who seen me at a regular comedy show.
Yeah.
And he's like, there's my fucking guy. There's my fucking guy. You're going to fucking do everything. That's what he's talking to me. And I was like, he's like, you're going to be fucking nuts tonight? And I'm like, I can't be what you want me to be because the lady said, no, you're a human resource lady. Now, he owns the business.
Yeah.
He goes, he's fucking cursing. And she's like, no, he's not. The owner.
Yeah.
She's like, why not? It's like, this is a job event. This is a holiday party for he is not cursing. And he's like, and I'm not going to say what he said. He said like the N-word about this woman who works there. He said, you can't say N-word. That's what we call her. Ooh. And she goes,
I don't approve of that show or no show.
I know.
I don't want it that type of.
Yeah.
If you were in my house using that word, I'd be like, you got to go.
Right. So, and I was like this. I'm just saying how the owner was just all balls out, didn't give a fuck. And the HR was like, no, he's not saying any of that. He's not talking to any. He's like, oh, it's not going to be a fun show. And he sat down, and it wasn't a fun show. It wasn't. Because the crowd was a holiday party. They were like chatty, and I wasn't allowed to talk to them. So I was kind of stuck. So I just walked up. I was like, one of the rules is I can't really talk to you guys like individually. And by looking at you guys, I don't really want to talk to you anyhow. There's not one person here that I really want to talk to individually. So I appreciate her rules. But I couldn't get into them when they were chatting. So
I hate that. It's just so weird that they handcuff you. Mm-hmm. They handcuff.
Well, they don't. An HR manager has absolutely no idea what it's like to be a comic.
Yeah.
Absolutely no idea. When they take cursing away from you at an event that's ruckus, to me, I can't. There's nothing more handcuffing than taking my cursing words away from me when there's a roar, like a fucking unruly crowd.
Yeah.
Because if I can't curse at them, I'm screwed.
Yeah.
Because my curses are my weapons when they're assholes. But I can't say anything like, guys, please, peoples, slow, please. Like,
yeah,
you're not going to
still think, but I still believe, like, when if the audience is laughing, nobody hears cursing or adult topics. Because, like, when I was at the Comedy Zone a few weeks ago, the host was like, oh, my God, he's telling me I got to be real clean. I can't do this one joke. He was just, like, stressing.
Right.
I was like, yeah, I'm like, what are you going to do, man? It sucks. He goes, I might just do it anyway. I was like, you know what? It's a packed house tonight. I bet if you're killing, they're not even going to know. So he goes up and just does whatever he normally does. Destroys.
Right.
Fucking guy who told him to be clean walks up. He's like, that was amazing. The guy who told him.
Yeah.
Be clean. None of this, none of that. Like, hugged him. Because the guy the guy was just like, my audience is laughing. Right. They're having a great time. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I know, but I'm just saying.
I just think it's disrespectful when you're on a clean show to curse.
Yeah, if you're on a clean show, yeah.
If you're told to be clean.
If you're told to be clean.
Just be clean.
Yeah.
How do you not know how to be professional?
No, I do.
Be professional.
Yeah.
I get it. You don't agree. That sucks for you.
I've
get to a point in your career where you don't got to take the clean gig.
Yeah.
If you don't want to be on the clean gig, get to a point where you never take a clean gig.
Right.
But when you're on a clean show,
I take them because I find it to be a good challenge to be. To be clean and like I remember I did a gig for James. I headlined nuns in the front row in the outfit too. Like they were like rocking the full nun garb, not even like the casual nun. It was like,
it's
like Sunday mass nun.
Out of the closet nun.
Like, right. Big time. Fucking sabers and shit, the whole nine.
Like nun pride parade.
Yeah, and I did like, whatever, it was like 55 minutes. I was like, oh my God, for nuns.
Right.
I felt like such a personal achievement
right.
that I made nuns laugh for 55 minutes.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Didn't have to curse.
Right.
I think there was one time I said the word shit, and I went, ooh, and they laughed at it. I'm like,
Right.
Sorry about that. And they're like, nah, because they were having a good time. So you let the word shit.
Right.
But it was like I don't even know where it came out. I'm like, I don't even know why I said that. So I don't even belong in that joke.
Yeah.
Just I think my body just couldn't hold back no more. Shit.
It's just like when you're told like guys like that one guy, I'm not the host, is like, oh my god, I got just one joke. They're like, then don't do it. Do another joke. You know any other funny jokes? Just that one funny joke is the only one you got.
Yeah, then you're not ready if you can't replace.
Yeah, I mean it's just that's the stuff I'm talking about.
If you can't host clean,
huh? Yeah,
like that. I mean, so you
8 to 10 minutes.
8 to 10 minutes. Yeah.
You can't be clean. You can't.
Last I told the kid, I said, listen, I go, just. I was trying to, because he's like, yeah, I just don't write clean. I'm like, you can, you just don't want to.
Right.
I told him a story that my wife told me one time when I was early on. I was just pretty edgy, trying to be edgy, trying to be dirty. Mm-hmm. And she goes, no, it's good. She goes, it's weird because that's not really how you are.
Yeah.
Normally, and you're really funny not doing that stuff.
Right.
And I was like, yeah, she's right. And I'm like. Mm-hmm. And I told him, I was like, it's all because I was just uncomfortable.
Right.
It's just it's much easier getting a laugh telling him I'm sticking my dick in something.
Absolutely.
Than to fucking
write
tell you any other story. I just had no confidence to tell a story to get a laugh.
Right.
And I was like, yeah, just think about that. I go, dirty's easy.
Yeah.
You can always dirty something up. You can't clean something up when you in the last minute, like, oh shit, how am I gonna do this anal rape joke? Clean tonight. How can I clean this up? What can I use in place of the asshole and the penis? You ever hang with your stuffed animals and hot dogs? What? Just not good off the cuff.
I get like, listen, we all want to just be ourselves.
Yeah.
Just want to go up there and be ourselves, right? None of us want to have to. Hey, pal. None of us want to be, restricted at all. I get it. I totally get it.
Yeah.
But when you are on a clean show, just be clean. You don't have to agree with the concept of a clean show. I get it.
Yeah.
You don't have to be like, we're all adults, guys. Like, yeah, cool. You were hired to do a clean show. Everyone in that room wants it to be dirty. Nice. Awesome, man. Were you hired to do dirty or clean? Oh, you hired to do clean? Do clean and stop being a cunt and baby. Just be clean.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like so this at the club, the one guy's like, cursing and talking about his balls. And then there's like a little girl in the audience. She was like 9.
Oh, that's bad.
And like
if there's a little kid in the
and then like he's like the host went up and instead of just letting it go, had to say, oh, sorry, it was dirty. And it's like, yeah, why are you even addressing it, man? It already happened. And then he talks to the little girl. The host talks to the little girl about what he talked about. And, like, he really meant basketball. He wasn't even talking, like, making it even worse.
Yeah.
I mean, how do you not fucking smart enough to know that doesn't make sense? I just, like, this is what I'm talking about. Like, every night, this is what I'm watching on stage. These are the fucking humps bringing me up to stage. And I'm like, and I enjoy the time, so I'm like, I don't want to be personally aggravated, but I am. I'm like, this is just so unprofessional. This place could be really good, man, if you focused on being good. Not funny, good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then one guy's like, I don't even know how to be clean. Then why are you on the show? Like, you're on the clean show. And the guy's like, yeah, man, I always curse, man. I don't even know how to be clean. And then, like, his second act, when he's not clean, was even more. It's more talking about vaginas. And, like, talking about fucking. Says pussy and, fucking, like, Obama. It's like, oh, my God. That's what the second show was last night. I had to follow. Be fucking like Michelle Obama's fucking. Like, it's just
awful comedy.
It's just. Yeah, and then people are laughing. Some people are laughing because it's just so fucking outrageous. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
More than it's funny.
Yeah.
It's just, wow, this is where we're at with this. And then you're like, and then I got to go up which is fine. It's just, I don't care about that part. I don't care about, just, as the host, know how to transition between comics and just bring the show back to where it needs to be. And don't draw attention to the fact that he just banged, in his act. You know what I mean? He had fucking... this is just poor, shitty comedy that could be a lot better because there's real crowds.
Right.
I mean, there are. Like, you would love the crowds.
Yeah.
Like, I know comics who would love, like, really good comics who are proud of their work, would love to do those rooms.
Yeah.
In those audiences.
And you're only doing, like, what, 15, 20-minute spots?
15. And most, 12 to 15 minutes.
How do you not be clean in 15 minutes?
Can't do it. They can't.
It's baffling to me.
Yeah.
15 minutes.
15.
Unless you're like from the first 3 years of comedy.
Yeah.
How do you not have 15 minutes clean?
And you could, I liked when they told me to, when I started working hard, it was the clean shows. I liked it because it made me slow down.
Right.
And think more.
Yeah. And
be a little more conscious of what I was saying.
Yeah, that's the one thing. That's the one thing I do when I have to. I said do. I slow down when I got to be clean, especially a headline set. I slow because if I get too into it, I'll curse.
Yeah, no, I hear you. That's
so I got to be very. Down. Yeah, you got to
makes you slow down, makes you more conscious.
Yeah, more conscious,
and that's a good thing.
No, yeah.
Going up there talking out your head, just rambling. That's what I used to do. Just go up there and ramble, not even know what I was saying. You know what I'm saying? And then I remember for the most part of my first 5 years on stage, I would just go do stuff, and at the end, be like, "What did I just say? What was that? All that stuff I just said?" Because I don't remember anything I just said because it just comes out of me, out of nerves versus out of
nerves. I'm afraid I'm going to curse tonight. I'm afraid.
Yeah,
I will because I'm doing a Chamber of Commerce. It's like a networking event,
right,
at a brewery. So they're hanging for about an hour or two before they sit down for a show.
Okay.
I was like, they better be. Either they're going to be sauced or they're not. They better not be milling about. They better be. I don't know what I'm getting into.
Right.
But the money's all right for a Tuesday night.
Right.
I'm going to do it. I was told, to be on the cleaner side, but it's like, if I'm dealing with drunks,
it's tough.
It's going to be tough, man. Mm-hmm. I'm going to just have to come up with code words for the curse words that I want to call them and just keep calling them that. You know what I mean? I'm going to be like, hamburger. The F word? The F word is not this.
Hamburger.
Yeah. And the A word is this. And I'm just going to start calling people those words.
Yeah.
Dude, you are such
a Frankfurter.
You're such a Frankfurter, man. I want a Frankfurter.
You mother Frankfurter. I swear to God.
I want to beat the Frankfurter out of you.
You piece of Frankfurter.
Sassafras. Sassafras, your wife, the Brillo pad. Frankfurter.
All right, that's our comedian for tonight.
Yeah. That's just the biggest sassafras crowd I've ever seen in my life.
Go Frankfurter yourselves.
Frankfurter yourselves. God. Yeah. That's what I have to resort to. That's going to be my new thing when I can't curse.
Right.
Come up with code words for the cursing
right.
in emergency. Explain the code.
Right.
Like, all right, you guys aren't into this? This is what's going to happen now.
Yeah. I was going to do that if I, for a TV set, one spot where I was, cursing at my kid in the TV spot.
Yeah.
It's just as a joke. I was going to say, I was told that we got to be clean, very clean on television. So there's a couple times where I get angry at my kids. So I'll try not to. I'll hope I don't curse.
Yeah.
In this joke. And then when I get to the fucking kids, I'm just going to be like, beep.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, my beeping kids.
Beeping kids.
One day I told my daughter to beep. And then she said, beep. And I was like, you piece of beep.
Exactly.
This guy's crazy. Can't believe he even has kids. Cursing like that.
Hey, pal, you had that in the mouth the whole time?
He was just sleeping next to it. He gets to the bottom of the treat, then he just kind of hoards it for a little while.
Got it.
One day, he saw me and he wanted to come in the house, but he left the treat out there. And he came in, then he went, turned around. I had to open the door. He went out, grabbed it, and came back.
Right.
He's got to bring it with him. You want to leave again?
All right, buddy. See you later. So, anyway.
I'm like that, too. I just walk in and out of rooms all day. It's just no one's aware of it. Anywho, but
anyway.
that was, yeah.
So clean.
That's it.
It's just, you left the room. Somebody, how is it down to 1? Are you out of it?
I'm not in it.
Oh, okay.
I mean, people are at work. Probably
No, but I was up. It's been the 2 the whole time. I thought it was me and you.
Oh, no.
And it went to
I
1.
try not to put myself in it.
What do you call it? Anyway, it's just that. And then, like, 2 times last week at the same club, they didn't know my name.
That's infuriating.
My name.
That's infuriating.
One guy who knows me now, I know the guy in at least 6 years. 2 times now has not got my name right. Forgot it on stage. Just forgot it. Like, what? Oh, man. And then another guy screwed up the same night.
Yeah.
And that guy I don't really know that well, so you screwed it up, but I don't know how. That's what I'm saying. This is the. And I saw it like last week when it happened. Both of them came in the green room, and I was like, you guys don't know how to just write names down or remember names? It's a very small part of the job. I don't care about my credits. Just say my name. You don't got to say anything else. And even if you fuck the name up, just say, here comes your next comedian. I'll come up. But to make it like you did on stage, like, oh, man, I fucked up. Like, that's just, you're tripping me up because you're not as good as me.
Yeah.
And this is what you need to do. And I don't understand why you're in competition. Just be you. Be funny. Be funny. And everything's going to work out. Well, you're in competition. I don't understand why a lot of acts are in competition. They got to out funny the other guy.
Nah, it's like you see those guys, like, they'll tell you, like, about their shows. Yeah, that guy couldn't follow me. Yeah. It's like, but to say it in a way where they were trying for it.
No, yeah, absolutely. They were trying to make it. It's the same,
like the comic. Like, I hate the comic who goes, that he gets lit and he's like, they're telling me I got to get out of here. It's like, all right, oh, shut up, dude. Everyone gets lit at that time.
Yeah.
You're just doing so good, we don't want to have any of this no more?
Yeah, right.
We're trying to save it for the rest of the guys.
Fucking.
Like, just
get
over yourself.
Yeah. Get over yourself.
Get over yourself. Like, you're not that funny.
Right.
Like, you're not, like, shut up. Nobody's that funny.
Yeah, and like, look at the guys who are beasts, comedy beasts. The greatest, the funniest dudes when you walk in the room is always murdering. Did they say any of that shit?
No.
Are they in competition with the next act?
No, you only fuck with the act sometimes if it's your boy.
Right, no, yeah,
and it's like a fun night. It's not some...
Correct. But I'm talking about when they're on stage and destroying, doing their job.
Yeah.
When they're done, they're done. They're like, good night, guys. And they're not like, all right, it's time for me to go. I know you guys want more, but I got to get... No, there's 8 other comics, dude. We'll manage.
Or the guy that can't end his set even though he's not doing that great. It's like, all right, your last one didn't hit hard. Good night.
Good night.
They understand. That you trying another 3 minutes wasn't going to get you on HBO. Like, that wasn't going to get you a fan base. Like, these 50 people here?
Yeah.
It wasn't like, well, we're not going to follow him. Oh, wow, did you see the way he ended? We're all following him.
Yeah, you're right.
No, man, they hated you from the beginning.
Right.
That's why shit didn't work at the end. You're lukewarm the whole time.
Yeah.
And even if you were killing the whole time, they'll forgive one.
Right, exactly. If you were great, this end, they're fine with it.
Yeah.
Because you were great. But if you're the one that was been struggling the whole show, you want to end on a big bang?
Because it always doesn't even flow with what they were doing. Like, they had this great, like packaged 15-minute set they do. Yeah. It didn't end how they wanted. Then it's like go like way off topic.
Yeah.
It's like they ended this whole thing about their family and their kids. And done. But what about bagels, man?
Yeah,
you know, when you ever get a bagel, you're like, what? Bagels.
It's a mindset that they have to be the funniest. And then they're also trying to play the comics, the host, and the next comic up, trying to outdo or trying to show them. I don't care if you murdered or ate your cock. Get off stage. Thank you very much. I'm going to do what I got to do, whether it's murder or eat my cock. Who cares, man? Just go up, do your fucking 15, and beat it. That's it.
Yeah.
Like, all the good guys, all the good comics who are working grinders, they fucking do that. It's these fucking humps that are not ever going to go anywhere.
Yeah.
They have to try to make a thing for themselves.
Yeah.
Try to be who they look at me, man. And they try to be the funniest. At the end of the show, they're out front. Everybody's got to take pictures with them. Like, you weren't even funny for 7 minutes. But you're in the middle of this crowd trying to get them to all like you.
Yeah.
At the end of the show. I don't even go out at the regular show. I stay in the green room. Mm-hmm. Well, if I got to go to the bathroom, maybe I'll walk through the emptying showroom. You know what I'm saying? But when I watch, there's like one or two dudes like, hey, what's up, man? What's up, man? Like in the middle of the show. Like, you weren't even that good. Every time I walked in the room, you weren't getting big laughs.
Yeah.
The only time you got big laughs is when you were like, this motherfucker right here, fucking motherfucker. I'm like, ugh, good Lord. It's just so frustrating.
Feel better?
Much. The thing is that even what I just said in this last 15 minutes, I didn't want to.
15 minutes? 47 minutes.
So 47 minutes. It's 15, 40
Mike ran the light. He has no concept of time. He don't know
concept.
He don't know that was a 15-minute set we just did.
Wow.
They're telling me I got to get out of here, guys.
Looks like I'm getting the light.
It's like, even at 15 minutes, I didn't want to do that.
I really didn't.
I didn't even want to do that 15 minutes for 47 minutes.
Yeah. You sure it was all that for 47? I know the timer says 47.
All right, we'll take 7 minutes off the top.
7
okay.
only?
Okay, I'll take 10 minutes off the top.
37.
For intro, 37 minutes.
Okay. All right.
It's all right. We like passion on this.
Well, we also talked about just clean in general.
Yeah. No, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
But my point is, I brought it up. Like, I'm like, I don't, because I really enjoy going into the city. I really enjoy the workout again.
Yeah.
I really enjoy it, and I don't want to not do it.
Yeah.
And like, I'm going to keep going. It's just, I just wish it was a little more of a professional atmosphere. I just do.
That's fine. And I don't mind talking about comedy. We're comedians.
Yeah. No,
and that's all in your head.
Complaining.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't want to complain.
No, but that's,
Because it truly wasn't. I'm just like, man, I wish the place was a little more professional. And I was thinking about it, like driving home, like, man, there's so many good acts. If you just acted like you had a real nice room and treated everybody.
Yeah.
Like, they're good rooms, man. The rooms are nice, and the audiences are always, now the first three.
It's probably maybe a lot of the good acts don't want to go there because of whatever.
Well, I see some of the acts, but they don't do as much as, they're not there during the week.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I wish the really good guys would be there during the week. And there are some good ones, so I don't even want to say that. And I'm not saying everyone. I just think there's some unprofessionalism in that show because I think upper management and the owners don't really care about the quality. Yeah. So they don't care about the quality. Right. And they're not capable of bringing good quality anyhow. Right. So they don't have it in them to be good quality. And I'm not talking about your jokes or your acts, just professionalism. Right. Act like you're fucking at a professional job. Like, just be professional. Be professional. It just sucks. Sometimes you're like, this is not fun. This part isn't fun. And then I go on stage and like sometimes I got like last night right before I got brought up on the third show, these 4 guys walk in from Philly and they was going to sit over to the right. And the host, who I love, the guy, goes, "Come over here." What just happened? Facebook logged me out for some reason. He's like, come over here, guys. Sit right in front. Now, he was just getting ready to bring me up. Uh-huh. And he brings these 4 guys over and puts them right in the front. Now, the place was a pretty decent-sized crowd. Mm-hmm. The whole middle was full. Probably like 80 people in there. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? He brought these 4 who were going to sit over here to the right, and he put them right in the front row, like where they're facing. They only have like a little table next to them. They're right here. Here's the stage. Like, my dick is right in their face, like this. He brought them, as he's getting ready to bring me up, he brings them to the front, talks to them for about a minute, and then brings me right up. And I'm like, now, these guys just came in, right in the front. What's got to happen now? They have to get their drinks. Right in the front. So the waiter has to come in the front. Now, I got a waiter right here. I'm like, you could have just let them sit over there. They were coming in. Why are you, the host, bringing people over here? The fucking show's fine. Let them sit over there. Yeah. They were fine. They would have came in the back, sat down, got their drinks, and hung out and watched the show. But put them right in front, and it kind of like made it like it's just like. And I got brought up to that, and it was like, all right. I mean, the show was fine. Right. It's just like those little things. I'm like, it's just already sometimes difficult to do the room. You know what I mean? It's kind of like a lot of buzz going on. A little wait staff is all because they're about drinks, man. They're about drinks. So they're fucking cranking drinks, man. This one time they have this one room that the door is right here next to the stage, the entrance. And I swear to God, in my 15 minutes up there, if I'm lying, strike me dead, the waiter, 9 times. 9 times. In, drinks, round, get more drinks out. 9 times in my 15-minute set, just coming in, dropping drinks, right back out. Coming in, dropping drinks. I'm like, what the fuck? And he comes in, and every time he comes in, everybody turns their head. What's that? What's that? What's that? And he comes in, drops drinks, takes an order, goes back out. Comes in, drops drinks, takes an order, goes back out.
Why don't they put the fucking stage on the other end of the room where the door is
behind
the
everybody.
audience?
I think they said, I never did the room. They said that used to be the stage, used to be on this side, where the door was behind the audience, so they didn't see him coming in and out.
Yeah.
But I don't know why they changed it. But
shows were too good.
But so I get it. Like I know what they're there for. They're sell booze. I get it. But like those things are already things you're dealing with.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you're like, all right, let's can we as comics control all the rest of the shit? We can't control the drinks, of course, but can we control the mayhem that happens, the unprofessionalism that happens, the fucking riling them all up with dick jokes? Hey, this dude got a big cock, right? Oh God, I want to hang myself some of the times I hear. What do you get a pen? You have a pen and paper? You write a joke. Can you write a joke? Can you write a joke? I talked to Schubert yesterday. We were laughing about that. Like, so what? You get up front. You go up front and you crush with, "Hey, where you from? Look at this guy's shirt. What a fucking guy! This guy with a hat on." Like, big deal. I'm not impressed with your in the moment stuff. I love doing it too, but so what? So what? You can bring any Dick and Harry up on stage who's never done comedy before, and have him talk about the crowd and get some laughs.
Right.
You know what I mean? Any schmo from the bar can come up and go like, fucking Harry's got his and then the whole room will laugh. You know what I'm saying? That's really not that challenging.
No.
Right?
No. It's all fool's gold to me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
It's like, what are you building towards?
Right.
Should you be formulating an hour?
But to those guys, it's just about being funny. And it's not even just about being funny. It's about being the funniest. And
it's so weird. It shouldn't. I just feel like comedy should be about building your hour. You always should be building this great hour.
Right.
This headline set. Like that's your career should be that.
Yes.
Like always. And then when you finish that hour, you start building a new hour.
Right.
It's like,
I get it.
Painters start and they paint and they make a whole new painting.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
They don't just, but they have an idea and they come back and they don't just fucking just come in there every day, just throw fucking paint. Be like, it's good enough for today. I painted. I got some painting done. It's like, no, eventually you got to make shit.
Yeah, what is that though?
You got to mold something.
Yeah. It doesn't look like anything.
Yeah.
So you're talking about, did you watch?
Oh yeah, keeping on the topic of comedy, I don't watch a lot of comedy specials. A lot of times when I do watch them, I almost watch them for like the production
right
of it, and see
yeah.
like styles. I watched 3 in the past couple of days. Adam Sandler's, Ron White's, and Joey Diaz's half hour Degenerates.
Okay.
I was very curious about Adam Sandler's because I heard people saying good things about it. Right. And I was like, you just don't know. You don't remember much of Sandler's stand-up.
Right.
And I watched it, and it was a great special because he stayed true to himself. Okay. It was like mostly songs
and goofy, silly stuff.
Like the guy just totally gets it.
Right.
Like quick songs.
Yeah.
They could be 1 minute.
Right.
You know what I mean? Maybe it goes like just to a verse.
Right.
Just being himself, not like, cause you're like, is he just gonna be like a stand-up telling jokes for an hour?
Yeah.
And because you're thinking, I don't know that Adam Sandler,
right?
And he's like, oh, and by watching it, he's saying, well, that's not what I do for a special,
right?
And it's what I've been noticing. Some specials that I have loved are all doing a similar thing now, where they're just taking clips from a bunch of different shows. Attell did it with Road Work,
right?
A bunch of different. Judah Friedlander was just taped like 30 different sets at the Comedy Cellar.
Right.
And put together.
Yeah.
The best of.
Right.
Sandler, this is shots from all. He has some at the comic strip in New York. Some at looked like Largo in L.A.
Right.
Some at the NJ Pack, the big theater.
Oh, okay.
All have different looks. Like the NJ Pack one's like crisp 4K.
Yeah.
The other one's a little grainy.
Right.
Just cutting around. It's like about that individual section. It's
Right.
not like this whole through.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And you're like, it works.
Yeah.
It did. It worked. Like.
Right. It's what I wanted to do for my CD.
Now, if you're like a comic that's, CD could easily pull it off with as long as it sound, you know what I mean?
That's what I wanted to do.
You
And
don't
I wanted
visually
to say
have to.
the name of the CD was going to be, on the road again, or something like that.
Yeah.
And it was just going to be me and all this, like from everywhere I'm at.
Yeah.
That's what I wanted to do for my first CD, but I wound up doing the other thing.
Yeah. And you know what I'm thinking? Because I was, because, we always talk about recording specials, recording CDs, and it's like you're starting to think, you're like, obviously, like, it's too expensive to do like big theaters at 4K shoots.
Yeah.
Following you around.
Right.
But if you have the wherewithal to record and pick your best, the night that joke did best.
Right.
I think people forgive the different locations and if it's a funny joke.
Right. Well, if that's the theme of it, is
If
being
that's
different,
the theme of it, yeah.
being different locations.
Yeah.
Trying to piece it together as a special, as a one show is, I think.
Yeah, and like he has like somewhere it's like we're talking like a theater probably of 2,000 people. Also cut to a show there could be 50 people there.
Right.
You know what I mean? Which is a nice,
absolutely,
intimate crowd. You know what I mean?
And it shows the difference of this guy's act. Like this is where he is. This is how he works.
That's why like I always thought like if I film something, it's like maybe like a 50-person black box.
Right.
Is like would be good for me because that's where career wise I am.
Right.
Yeah, like I'm gonna fake put together some theater show that's not even part of my life.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, okay, I could probably convince 500 people if I bring friends, and like fill this theater. But it's like that's not genuine.
Right.
It's not who I am.
Yeah.
You know. So anyway, Sandler special. Recommend.
Okay.
I think it's good. Then I watch Ron White because to me, Ron White to me is like him and Brian Regan to me are the best of headlining comedy. Because Regan is straight funny with no like that's just who he is.
Yeah.
Straight funny. Built this amazing theater career just on stand up.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And Ron White is that, but with no holds barred.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just a road guy who just stayed with it.
Right.
And built a fan base.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And his special, it was like the opposite of Sandler's. Like, oh, this is a old school 1 hour special of a guy who'd been torn
polished material.
Polished, great. I mean, the guy's just standing there.
Yeah.
He's got a stool with a bottle of whiskey.
Yep.
A cigar that he keeps lighting.
Mm-hmm.
And just telling stories, and it is funny, man. It just. You're like, because you see some of these specials, you're like, I'm tapped out after 10 minutes.
Right.
You know what I mean? This guy was just, it was just great. It was like and like he should be doing specials like that. Like Ron White doing it, the cutaway snapshots. That's not him.
Right. No, absolutely. Yeah. I get it.
And it's rare. So I was like, I'm staying up to watch Joey Diaz. It drops at midnight Pacific time, so I went to bed. So I watched it today.
Oh, okay.
I was excited to watch it at midnight last night. I'm like, it's not happening.
3 o'clock.
So I'm not waiting up that long.
Yeah.
No, I don't have to. So I woke up today and watched it. And now I was curious because Joey Diaz has said on his podcast, like, I wasn't happy with the taping.
Right.
I just wasn't feeling myself. But to me, he was just being critical of himself. Dude, see, like Joey Diaz, even like Joe Rogan says, he's the type of guy you need to follow around with a camera. Different venues because off the cuff Joey
every show
like it could be so different.
Right.
It could be so different. So that's a special that I think they're going to put together.
Right.
I think Rogan's going to help him with it. That's what I want to see.
Yeah.
But this was good.
Really?
Just because you could tell when he's just going off. Because even one time he goes, that's a new joke, man. I'm just going to keep it in this motherfucker.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like he's like it didn't maybe kill his heart, but it was funny.
Right.
I rarely laugh out loud watching specials.
Right.
You know what? I just think it's one of those things when you're a fan of a guy, like I just love that guy.
Yeah,
I love him. I find him to be so genuine,
Absolutely.
and fun. Even when he's going off on some story that's
Right.
like, you know, you could tell it's true.
Yeah.
But even if he embellishes it, he'll be like, I made that up. I didn't have chlamydia.
Yeah,
You
right,
know,
right.
like-
Yeah.
But his was like that. I loved his because it was like just this unpretentious, just, I'm going to rock this mic tonight.
Right.
You cocksuckers, you know, to talk like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I'm just giving you, this is just like fucking comedy, like fucking
Right.
barroom, like
Yeah.
savage comedy. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
I'm saying whatever the fuck and he started like shitting, like on, you know, sensitivity and stuff. And,
Yeah.
like the word faggot and stuff.
Right.
And
So it's good?
it was so good.
It was only 30 minutes?
30 minutes.
Now, it's a degenerate show. Like,
It's a series. You got like Big J.
I saw that's why I was going to ask.
Yeah, Big J, Brad Williams. Was that his name?
The midget guy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Joey, a couple other people.
Okay.
But I only watched his because
Okay.
I skipped. His was like the fifth one, so I just skipped down to his.
Okay.
It was great because all three specials are different, but they were all. I texted KP. I was like, it's just refreshing to like enjoy a few comedy specials, and they were all different.
Right. Yeah,
You know what I mean?
You know what I watched last night?
Wow,
Eddie Murphy, Delirious.
classic.
I haven't seen it probably since
It holds up.
the 80s. It actually it did. It made me laugh. It made my son laugh. You know, my son's 20.
Yeah.
So it made him laugh. But it wasn't as joke filled as I remembered as a kid. Like in the 80s. I remember it being just like wall to wall humor. There was a lot of
Oh yeah,
downtime.
yeah.
A lot.
I don't remember that because I feel like I've watched it recently and
Yeah,
I didn't feel a lot of downtime.
I mean, he walked in. I mean, it was a lot of like, there was a lot of like just like okay moments. And him going, yeah, that's crazy, like that kind of like stuff like that. It's like there was a lot of that. But when he did, and what wasn't as funny this time for me was his Aunt Bonnie falling down the stairs. You know, ooh, my shoe. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
now?
Like Goonie Goo Goo and all that stuff. When I was younger, I would.
Yeah.
My head would hurt from laughing so hard. But I did laugh hard at, like, ice cream still makes me laugh
Yeah.
hard, and then him getting yelled at by his mom, getting hit with a shoe. You know what I'm saying? And
Like the shit on the floor, Eddie. You didn't pick up the shit.
yeah, like that part didn't. That whole
no,
story with her falling down the stairs, boom, boom, boom. Oh Lord, I'm halfway down. It made me laugh, but not
Yeah.
like, oh, that's a fire. When he said that the first,
yeah. Well, nothing's like the first time.
but even like I watched it 50 times when I was a kid. Just kept watching it. Had it on, VHS and just put it in. Yo, it's Delirious time. We watch it all day long.
Yeah.
It's fucking just make you cry. You know what I mean? And then like I was even confused because I thought some of the jokes, I guess, were on Raw. I thought they were on Delirious.
Oh, okay.
Like
yeah.
I thought Rocky was on Delirious, but it's on Raw. I thought, remember when the cop they pull you over?
Yeah.
I thought that was on Delirious. That's on Raw.
Raw. Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, they're funny jokes too.
The Gay Honeymooners is on Delirious. That's
Delirious,
funny.
yeah.
Hey, Norton, come down here. I want to show
How
you
would
something.
you?
Like the fuck me up the ass.
I'm gonna bend over. Start fucking. Yeah. Now, to my son, he didn't understand any of that.
Because he doesn't know the Honeymooners.
He didn't know the Honeymooners.
Right.
I'm like, that's the
That's the one thing about stand-up is it rarely ages well.
Right.
Especially now, the way things change so rapidly.
Yeah.
It's like,
Well, when you're using a show that's on television
yeah.
as your go-to reference, eventually that show is no longer around and your reference dies.
Right. But references die quick.
Yeah.
Even like certain words and stuff, you know what I mean? Like even think about like
you have a great the Shark Tank bit joke, right?
yeah.
And it's great. And I think Shark Tank's going to be around for a long time, so you're good. And I think it's going to be in the... But if you put it on tape and in 20 years somebody watched that tape...
Right.
They're like, what is Shark Tank? What does that mean?
That was like, I think Bill Burr talked about that with his last special because like Trump was just getting elected.
Right.
And a lot of comics like held off their special taping so they can rejigger their Trump jokes.
Right.
And he's like, nah, I just put mine out. He's like, it's just lived in that time.
Yeah.
You just have to figure it out.
Right.
I don't have to...
Yeah.
You know, it is what it is.
But
yeah, like those, like that's like even like an acting class. Some of the scenes we're doing, like this friend of mine, him and this girl are doing a scene where they mentioned the soda Tab in it.
Yeah, it's still around.
Yeah, but it's not like in the public conscious.
No, it was a Tab.
It's like probably ordered on Amazon. You're not getting it probably in the store.
No, you get it in the store, but it's not. It's not like it was. Tab was your diet drink.
Yeah.
That was the first diet drink. That's like in fucking Back to the Future, 1986, when he went.
Yeah.
He was like, "Can I have a Tab?"
Well, put this
like,
there's
you
people,
can't have a Tab. You didn't.
There's people in their 30s in the class that didn't know what Tab was.
No, they wouldn't.
Yeah.
But it's out there, but it's not
in
the in the ether anymore. Right?
Anyway, yeah, no, but Delirious. Oh yeah, but one of the craziest things about Delirious when you watch it, you're just like, motherfucker's like 19, 20, 22. Could you imagine though?
No.
I mean, think how long it took you to get like headline at like a pizzeria. You know what I mean?
But at the time in the 80s, you remember, it was the other way around. Like stand-up comics would do their act and then get this big TV thing.
It's still fairly new.
Yeah,
we know as stand-up.
But stand-up comedy, like they would tour their comedy, get on television, and then that would get them something. Eddie Murphy got on Saturday Night Live.
Yeah.
And then did these specials.
Yeah.
Because he got on Saturday Night Live. He was a huge superstar.
Yeah.
That's why he was able to do it. That's why if you look at the act, it's not sharp.
Yeah.
It's not polished.
Yeah.
It's loosey-goosey on some of those things.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And the way he says faggot and gay guys.
Yeah.
Talks about fags. Bad.
That's the name of the track. Faggots, and then Faggots Revisited. Faggots was on his tape.
Right.
The one with the doo-doo going to put it on you.
Yeah.
Like track 1 is Faggots, and I think Delirious is Faggots Revisited.
Right. And when he walks out, he says, his opening bit is, I got to keep walking fast, so I don't want faggots to be looking at my ass. They'd be looking. I know when you're looking, too, because it gets hot. And he does a whole thing about faggots, and I don't really want to hang out with faggots, because, you know what I'm saying? Then he goes right into the Norton nose, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like that stuff. But the thing that makes it not really genuine, his joke is homophobic, because it looks like a joke, but I mean,
he's like, I don't want to get no AIDS on my lips and stuff like that. Like,
it's very that stuff.
Yeah.
But then later in the act, he turns around and he talks like he doesn't want gay guys to look at his ass for his act. But then later in the act, he does his turnaround thing where he's like, black guys have a great ass. Look at that. He turns around, shows everybody his body, and it's like you opened up with you don't want guys to look at your ass, and a half hour later, you're standing there letting us all look at your ass.
Yeah.
So what was the first part? Is that really you? Is this where are you at with this gay guy looking at your ass thing, or do you just say it for the laugh?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Because it looks like you're not really concerned about gay guys looking at your ass because you let us all look at your ass.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? But I said to my son was like, because it opens up with that, and my son was like, whoa. I was like, there's some stuff that wouldn't fly today. And then when he opened up with faggots, my son was like, whoa. Oh, wow, he really does go there, huh? I'm like, yeah. And then he does the AIDS thing. You know what I'm saying? Like the AIDS on my lips. And I'm like, yeah, that's how.
And that was back like when AIDS first.
It was 83, man.
Yeah, so it's like AIDS now is probably like.
No, yeah, but like.
Talk about it.
Then it was so, mysterious and like it was killing everybody. And like he said the joke about like the guy, you go to the doctor and the doctor says you got AIDS. He's like, but I'm not gay. And the doctor's like, yeah, okay, sure you're not. Like, sure you're not.
Sure you're not gay.
Yeah.
Sure you're not homosexual.
Yeah.
Hey, he's my homosexual. Sure you're not homosexual. Yeah. That special was good, man.
Ice cream is funny. Ice cream.
That's it.
I want some.
You don't have no ice cream. You didn't get. I still sing that when I get ice cream.
Because you on the welfare. That's my favorite line.
And his father is an alcoholic. If you've never seen it, people, go watch Eddie Murphy's Delirious.
So funny.
It's one of the best comedy specials.
But it doesn't. I mean, it doesn't as hilarious as it was when I was younger.
Yeah, well, you were still new to comedy.
And I was young. I was a kid.
Yeah,
you're
a different person.
Yeah. You know right, but it's still funny as fuck. That whole story about the barbecue is a very good story. And you hear them, like, at the end, the audience like, do it again. He's like, do it again. Like, man, do it again. Like, he just ran through all that. It was a long bit.
Yeah.
That was a long chunk, man. That thing's about 10 minutes long.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? First, his uncle shows up, sets Charlie on fire.
I love that joke. I do. I love that whole thing.
Yeah, that used to really make me laugh. Dude, I mean, really make me laugh when Aunt Bunny would fall down the stairs. My side would hurt from laughing so hard. And this time, because I'm older, I'm an adult now. It's not going to make me laugh as hard.
Right.
You know what I mean?
That's why I like Joey Diaz makes me laugh really hard because I just feel like he just appeals to who I am.
Right.
Now.
Yeah, yeah.
It just makes me laugh. I just love it. I could hear a guy like that talk.
Right, right.
It's like I listen to his podcast all the time. He's just funny, man.
Yeah.
It's a funny dude. Man.
He is.
He just says shit wrong. Like, uses the wrong word for things. It's just so genuine. He's not okay. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Yeah, but I don't know why we went to watch Delirious last night. I was talking to my son about it. I'm like, did you ever see Delirious? I don't know how we got into it. I was like, let's watch it. I went and found it on Netflix.
Now, real quick, speaking of gigs, right before you came over, I have a gig Friday night, a fundraiser. I get a call from the guy who booked me on the fundraiser. He's like, yeah, they're thinking about canceling it because they're like not selling tickets.
Right.
I was like, like, well, what's the out money if they cancel it? I go, it's 4 days. I want all of it. I can't get a gig. He's like, all right, no, it's fine. I just want to let them know.
Oh, that's good.
So then they call back. The guy's like, we'll just have it anyway if we're going to have to pay.
Right.
Whether we have somebody there or not. I'm like, whatever you want to do. I was like, hey, I go, maybe it'll help them push it.
Right.
If you want to cancel it 4 days out.
Yeah.
It's like, no, I want my money, man.
Right.
Like,
yeah, it's not how it works.
Yeah. I was like, if it was like 3 weeks before,
different.
A totally different story.
Yeah,
but the week of?
Right.
Come on, man.
Yeah, no,
that's like
absolutely.
Douchey.
No, yeah.
Especially because like KP's on the show and like KP got asked to like work at like Levity.
Oh,
like,
really?
I'm already booked.
Right.
It's like, like people like, we turn down things to hold this date for you, bro.
Right. Yeah, we've already canceled work.
Yeah.
To do this.
So he's like, he's like, hopefully, he's like, it may not be a good show. You know, it's a big room for a few people. I'm like, I've done it. I'm just going there to get my check, baby.
Right.
I'm going to tell jokes for the amount of time you want me to tell jokes.
Right. Yeah.
If there's 6 people there, they're going to get 45 minutes of jokes. That's it. Or I'll stay home.
Yeah. Right.
Whatever you want to do.
However you want to spend your money.
Yeah.
You can spend it and hear my jokes, or spend it and I'll stay home.
Then I find out the guy did like 4 fundraisers, like other types of fundraisers, like in the past like month.
Oh, something.
It's like, no. How many of your friends gonna like you?
Yeah. What kind of fundraiser is it?
I don't know. Some like fucking, township organization, like one of the clubs or whatever.
Right.
I barely pay attention to that shit. Got to be clean or not? How much?
Yeah. That's the question.
Do we have sound?
Yeah. I'm at Ruth Chris on Friday, which is, I just picked that up yesterday. Ruth Chris in like part of the pay, it's decent money and a steak dinner.
Ruth Chris is delicious.
So
have you been?
I'm like, what? How?
Have you been to Ruth Chris?
I might have a long time ago went to one.
Carrie took me there for my birthday.
I remember that.
Dude, the steaks are good. Dude, the sides.
Yeah.
I could do just sides.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, that's because my wife don't eat meat. So
right.
I usually get a steak and then we get just like sides.
Right. They were good?
Yeah. All of them. Because you're like, let's just try a bunch of different ones. You're like, dude, this mac and cheese. Dude, this broccoli. You're like, how do they make broccoli taste better than broccoli? like they made. This broccoli tastes better than broccoli ever tasted.
This broccoli's like,
what's on it? I don't know. So it's juice. It's got flavor. What?
It's like, it's not so crunchy. It's like kind of like limp a little bit. Like
like he knew how to make broccoli.
Yeah. It's like a chef back there.
Yeah, Ruth and Chris. You guys really got.
I don't know who made that.
I don't know. It was Ruth or Chris, but this broccoli, fucking banging.
Good job, Ruth or Chris.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's in Weehawken too. That's the one you went to?
No, there's one right here, Parsippany.
Oh, really?
Hilton Hotel.
Oh, okay. Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
Where did I eat? I know I probably ate one. I probably ate at Weehawken. I think I went there once. I went to a place once called Smoke Steakhouse. It's like in Englewood.
Yeah, good.
It's a cigar joint.
I don't know if I could smell that while I'm eating.
You don't like cigars then?
No, I don't like the smell of cigars.
Then that would not be the spot for you.
Yeah.
But it's like a high-end steak joint, cigar joint. It was just so much money for me. My taste buds didn't know the difference.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, like,
Ruth Chris, you do.
But like,
I've been to expensive steakhouses
Right.
where you're, like, I went like Kerry took me this year because everyone's like, you got to go to Roots Steakhouse, Roots.
Okay.
They have one in Morristown. We went to the one in Summit, and just steak, man.
yeah.
But Ruth Chris, you're like, what the fuck's going on here? Like, that's what I want. Like, what the fuck's happening?
Yeah. That's what I wanted for the money we spent. It was like a guy was leaving to move to L.A. This is years ago, and we all went taking him out.
Yeah.
And it wound up to be like $120 a person. You know what I mean? For steak, and everything you bought was extra.
Yeah.
And I got like the lollipop steak, and it was just, it was like, it really, I was looking at my buddy, I was like, what do we do? This is not, nothing in my mouth is going, $120.
Right.
That's what I want. I want $120. I don't want, I just spent $120. What the fuck is happening?
Yeah.
And I haven't gotten a cigar yet.
That's a lot.
It was a lot. But then I went like Steve's Steakhouse. I love Steve's.
Oh, Steve's Sizzling Steaks?
Yeah, man, that's the spot.
I only went there that one time, and I still think I'm thirsty from it. That was like 5-6 years ago.
I love it. I'm going there Thursday night.
So salty.
I'm going there Thursday night with my buddy Lou. I was driving past there the other day with my son. I was like, we got to meet you and Sam. Got to go to Steve's one day. And he's like, yeah, you got to let me know, Dad, so I can hydrate before we go.
Yeah, you got to hydrate.
You got to drink a lot of water before you go.
For sure.
Oh, it's good, though.
It is good.
It's tasty.
I want to mention something on the podcast today. There was a girl I grew up with. Actually, she was one of my first girlfriend, like heartbreak girlfriend.
Yeah.
Like in 9th grade and stuff. She was a big listener of our podcast.
Oh, really?
Always commenting.
Okay.
Always resharing.
Who was it?
Lisa Goebel.
Oh, yeah.
She passed away this week. Yeah. And I just found out this morning.
Oh.
And it really broke my heart because she was, like I said, like my first girlfriend.
Did she move to she lived in
She lived in Colorado.
Yeah, okay.
A lot of health problems. You know, and she's had for a while, but it was so I learned about it when I was hiking today, because a picture came up. A mutual friend of ours, Meredith, who went to high school with, had a picture of like when we were in 9th grade, high school, and then with like a sad face, and people can't believe it. And I'm like, oh my god, it broke my heart because it's like I said, 9th grade, she was like my first real girlfriend. Where you say I love you.
Yeah,
and then when
right.
we broke up, it hurt my feelings.
Yeah.
Like any girl before that, it was like, I guess she's not my girlfriend no more.
Yeah. Yeah, right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Why? I don't know. She ain't coming to my locker.
Yeah.
So she's in my locker every day, and she's not. So she
I guess
probably
we're
broke up
done.
with me. That was the first heartbreak, and then whatever. We always stayed friends, but you disconnected. She moved to California. And then we reconnected on MySpace.
Right.
You know what I mean? It was like, wow. And it was funny because reconnected on MySpace, and it was funny because we were adults and we talked about our 9th grade breakup, because it was kind of
right.
We never talked about it. It was just I couldn't believe you said this, that, and then just gone. And
right.
It was weird. So many years later, we rehashed it, but we. Oh, you didn't do that? No, I did. No, it was just funny because it was we're adults.
Right,
we finally had closure on this early on this early thing, and then I was that was back when I was single. MySpace days, living in an apartment alone, and I was still much in recovery, and I forget what I was struggling with at the time, but she sent me being me. She sent me a God box in the mail.
Okay.
I know.
And
it said my God box, and I actually still have it in my closet.
Okay.
And it was just we just connected on a great friend level,
right?
Even though we lived so far away, and she was always sharing the podcast, commenting on the podcast.
Oh, yeah.
If you go look at some of our old,
she would be boom, 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 boom,
boom, into it, man. Just really loving us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And she's got 3 kids, and it's just a sad story, man, for me, because it's just crazy, man. But I knew she had health problems.
Right,
you know
right.
what I mean? But it's so weird because you see somebody post recently.
Yeah, no.
I mean, we just went through it with Frank. You know what I mean? It's and it's oh, she just posting this, and then it's her aunt's oh, Lisa's sick, and I didn't see these because I'm
right,
whatever, not my algorithm. Then I go back, it's oh, Lisa's really sick again in the hospital, and then we lost Lisa, and it's oh. It's heartbreaking.
It is
because it's like, like your first love when you were a kid, like you still have a connection to them. It was heartbreaking.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Because she was like a good best friend.
Right.
I used to drive her on the back of my moped. That's the type of relationship.
Yeah.
It was like a whole summer thing, and it really changed my day.
I bet
it really changed my day because even though you're not close and see each other all the time, you're just like, it's just so sad.
Yeah.
It's just so sad. I don't even know how to put it into words. You're just like, my God. Because she used to call sometimes on the phone and we'd talk.
Right.
And you're just like, it's crazy. It's just crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just crazy. But I wanted to bring her up because she was such a big listener to the podcast.
Yeah, she was a good fan.
And my heart goes out to her children.
Absolutely.
Like,
it's just fucking, man, the older we get, man, your fucking mortality is just more.
I was thinking of that today, man.
It's just more and more evident, man. It's more and more. That's reality. It's always been reality. I'm not dumb. I get it. But it's as you get older, it's like more and more like, what's up, dude? I was talking about this to my kids on Sunday. I was like, it's like I think about dying. Like, I don't think about dying, like obsessively think about dying. But I think about it and I'm like, man, it's like there. It's not, hey, you got all your life. You don't got all you don't. There's
right, because you got to think. Okay, like 40. I'm 43.
Yeah.
So let's see. My father died at 65. I feel like I'll live longer than my father just because I take care of myself a lot better.
Right.
But okay, let's even give to 65. Like,
let's go to 70.
Okay, go to 70. You got to figure like the last 10 may not be great.
Or
maybe 5. You don't know. You know what I mean? You don't know how you're going to age. You know what I mean? It's
correct. Am I going to fall apart? Or am I just going to drop off?
I watched my grandparents go from like very active to like
right.
Right.
Yeah. So I mean, I would say like I want to appreciate every moment I'm alive.
Yeah.
It's like, and I'm like, is it because I'm holding on to the past and I don't want to keep going forward, or is I'm so afraid to go, or do I really truthfully want to just enjoy my moments that I'm on this earth? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just fucked up things that you never thought about, like growing up. You know what I'm saying? And here I am. I'm going to be 50.
That's all July. I think about.
And next year I'm going to be 50 fucking years old. 50. Now I act like I'm 26. So that I know.
When 50 seemed like 80.
It still does to me. Because I'm like, I can't believe I'm going to be 5-0, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, wow, I'm going to be 50 fucking years old. I got to find a girl. Because I'll tell you right now, there's no way a 35-year-old broad's dating me once I hit the number 50. Right now, I might have a shot. 49 years old, 35. Say it's not that bad.
Yeah.
She can't bring a 50-year-old dude to her house. Just not going to happen. It's not going to happen. I already know that. I'm going to have to find some 50-year-old broad that I don't want. It's just going to suck. Anyway, besides that part, it's like if I'm going to be 50, let's just say, which I'm not confident in, but let's just say I last till 80. It's only 30 years, man.
30 years? I know. Dude, I'm clean. I'm clean 23 years.
Yeah.
It's like, seems like yesterday.
And if I'm probably die where I'm going to die, it'll be like, I'll be like 70, which is only 21 years away from here. 21 years. That's it, man. 21 years left to like, you know what I mean? It's just like, and I never would, and I don't think about it. It's not like this is what's going through my head all day long. 21 years, I'm done. No, that's not what's happening. But when it does happen, I get fucking sad, and I get like, what can I do? Not to stop, not to make it not happen. That's not, I have no choice on that part. But what can I do to wring out this last 21 years of every motherfucking thing it has to offer?
That's something I struggle with too. Like I said, like me and my mom talk a lot, and we were talking about aging, and she was like, "I'm 68."
Right.
I mean, my mother looks amazing.
Right. Yeah.
She looks like she's in her 50s.
Yeah, she does.
You know, she looks great, but she's like, "Yeah, but I am 68."
Yeah.
Like, I know. It's people are giving us sad faces.
Sometimes life.
Sorry.
Sometimes life is sad.
I don't know who's giving us sad face. Let's see who gave us sad.
That's all right, man. We get it.
Chris Cooch.
Chris Cooch.
Oh, Chris.
Because he doesn't want to address reality.
Yeah.
I hear you, man. I'm sad as well.
No, but it's like, no, I think about that too. Like, all right, I'm like I talk about in my act how I'm at that's halfway point. That's how I start my Shark Tank joke. I go, if I'm lucky, I'm halfway.
Right.
43. That's a good run.
It's 86.
You know what I mean? That'd be good. My grandpa lived on almost 90.
Absolutely.
And I feel if I take care of myself, I could live that long.
Right.
But you start thinking, you're like, all right. It's like where I get upset about like chasing career so much and like, man, should I have had a kid? I'll never have grandkids.
Right.
I'll never have none of that.
Right.
And it makes you like, oh, maybe I was way too focused on myself. Then you're like, should I focus more on family in the second half, or should I just keep riding this self-centered life out?
I'm gonna focus.
And then I'm like,
more
is it
on...
self-centered? Then I'm like, is it self-centered? I'm like, then how I always feel better about myself is like, you know what, man, you make your life decisions in the moment you're in.
Right.
It just in that moment,
right?
Like you can't live for what ifs.
No, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Right.
It just is what it is.
Yeah, I'm taking the dream until it crashes, and it's just the way it is.
Yeah,
the way it is. But I do realize that my children and like spending time and making time for other things are very important.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? It's like this job thing that I do. I'm no longer doing it, and I don't give a fuck because I'm not being true to myself at all. Now I realize that I have to have an income, somewhat of an income, but it's on my terms. Just fuck it. I don't give a fuck anymore because I haven't been living true to myself for the past like 8 months, and I've been lost in that world, and I haven't felt better since I decided, oh, no. What am I doing? Listen, if my life is going to get any better, it's going to be me working hard at what I need to work hard at. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So no hanging out all day doing nothing, no sleeping and doing nothing, because I don't want to do that either. No, that's the one thing the job has given me is motivation to I don't want to lay around.
Yeah, you seem happier even like when you're busy.
Yes. So I want to be busy, but
just
I want to
do the things you want to do.
Busy doing what I want
I talked about that with KP yesterday at the diner. He helped me move some stuff in my yard, so I treated him to lunch, and because he's doesn't have a day job and he's doing a comedy.
Yeah.
And I was like, because like some people told him I need a job, and I was like, it's fine if you're doing what you want to do.
Right.
I was like, my day job, I love what I do, so I can't relate with you.
Right.
Going to some place
that you hate going to.
I hate going to. Yeah. I go, my job involves creativity and everything I love.
Right.
So that's why it's fine for me.
Right.
But if I didn't have that job, I'd probably be in the same boat as I would want to do what I want to do.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
you're going to do, why waste your life doing something that doesn't make you happy?
Right.
Because it's preventing you from getting the things you want.
Is. And I believe that. That's the
as long as you do the work during the day.
That's the difference.
You have to. Remember Seinfeld talked about that in Comedian, his documentary, where he was, one day watching a bunch of construction workers on a lunch break.
Right.
And he was there. He's a comedian, not having no day job. And then they went back after their lunch, and then they went back to their job. He goes, they're just doing it like he needs to have that work ethic
doing writing
in your career.
Your yes, that's what I mean.
Whether it's right, like even Joey Diaz talked about it on Rogan podcast this week when he was promoting his special. It's like he goes, I just need to be writing. When I'm sitting down writing jokes, he's writing also towards his book that he wants to put out. He writes sketches. I just write. I just gotta write as long as I'm writing.
No, absolutely.
And like I sat down the other day to like just assess my year.
Yeah.
And I've accomplished a lot creatively this year.
Right.
Like way more than I thought I would.
Yeah.
I'm about to shoot another sketch, my second sketch that
Right.
You know what I mean? And it's just like, all right, I feel like I buckled down this year for the first time in a while, and like it shows in my schedule, and like I've headlined more, I've made more money, I've produced more, but I've been working more, and I always feel like the creative gods pay you back for hard work, even if it's not anything tangible right now.
Correct.
Like you just put in.
That's it.
In the universe,
put in the hours, put in the work, and it'll come back. It'll come back.
Like the acting thing. Like I got offered an opportunity to present for a playwright to read for her play.
Right.
I have no resume. I just did it anyway.
Right.
And I got it.
Right.
You know what I mean? But it's like, but I feel like I've worked towards it.
Right.
All these acting classes I'm taking.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And I think
And those are the things that I want to focus on.
you need to do.
And those are the things I want to focus on. I want to be, I want to really work at being an actor. I really do. I want to work at it hard. I want to go on auditions. I want to do that. I want to work hard at it. It's not going to just happen if I don't work hard.
Yeah.
And I need to get up in the morning, do my job, write a little bit, submit for auditions, go on auditions, do the background work, do everything I possibly can. Do the acting class, do the workshops.
Yeah.
Write, and just work hard at what I'm doing. Because the more I write, it's like, you start writing and then like you think about, oh, wow, that's a great idea for something. But you can't just wait around for the idea to hit you and then start writing. You just got to get in there and write every day. Right. And I was talking to Joe DeVito, and he was like, his habit is he gets up in the morning and he just writes like stream of conscious. First thing in the morning, he goes, I get a cup of coffee, sit down, and start writing.
Yeah.
And he's like, the other day, he goes, I wrote for almost an hour. He goes, I wrote like 10 pages. He's like, not jokes, just writing.
The morning is my time too, because I'm too exhausted and ripped and from the day to do nighttime.
Right.
I can do little bit things at night, but like learning the lines for these monologues and scenes I'm doing in a few weeks in the morning. Because at night I'm like, ugh.
Yeah.
I'll peruse them at night. Like I'll sit by the fire pit and just kind of break down the scenes. But if I'm doing memory things or like writing something, it's like I got to write in the morning.
Right.
I got to do it in the morning. I'm fresh. And you feel like you're working.
Yes.
You feel like you're working. Where sometimes at night, if it's like you've already wasted your day, you'll only put in probably like 10 minutes.
Yes. Trying to justify your
you'd
day.
be surprised how fast 2-3 hours go by, and you're like, "Wow, I got this page of shit." It may not even be nothing, but I did something.
Right.
But it gets you to that next thing.
So I want to take some time to focus, and I'm also looking for another little part-time gig, but like one that doesn't interfere with my flow. This other job that I had just became so demanding of all my time, and I was like working. Like getting email, I was on conference calls, emails every night. Had to go FedEx, had to go to stores, cover stores. Hey man, we just put a bunch of stores. You got to get to this Macy's, do that display. It's like, wait, whoa, man. I just want to fucking work 15 hours a week, make a little scratch to help me survive. It seems like you think I want to be a part of your corporation here. You know what I mean? And I didn't take a job to do that. I didn't want that. It's not what I wanted.
Yeah.
And I did it because the money was good, and I was like, oh, good, I have a nice steady paycheck, and I was still doing comedy too, so I was really killing it, you know what I'm saying? And now comedy's slowing down, like during the summer, comedy slowed down, and I'm only a worker, which was fine.
Right.
But I was like, wait, what? I'm lost here, man. Am I even working towards a career, or am I just working to survive? Because that's the thing. I don't want to just survive anymore.
Right.
I want to succeed big time.
Yeah.
So I have to put in a lot of work that I've worked to get better on, but I have to focus my energies.
Yeah.
Versus just, this. Yeah, it's great. My calendar will fill up or it won't fill up. Who gives a fuck? I need to work.
Yeah, until the calendar fills up, I'm doing these other things.
Exactly. And I got to. I have to and I want to.
Yeah.
Because it'll make me better and it'll be what I want to do. It'll make me happy. So if I do the club in the city like 3 or 4 days a week, that'll give me a couple $100 just during the week.
Yeah.
And then my weekend work is my weekend work, whatever comedy happens during the week, And if I can book a background here, background there, that's more scratch. And as I'm doing that, I'm writing, developing, shooting our own shit, shooting my own stuff, writing my own fucking things, working with other actors to get better.
Yeah. That's why I love acting school and acting class. It's like, I think it's a great investment. I'm working with creative people that, you know what I mean? And working with a professional teacher that like can steer me because I just don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
Yeah.
But it's great. You know what I mean? It's like a good investment in my...
Right.
Not even just in career, like in my life. I feel like it makes me happy.
You want to point or end because I got to pee?
Oh, no, we have to end because I have a show to get to. I want to beat the traffic. So, yeah, man, it was a good cast. Glad to have you back. Hopefully we don't have too many breaks without you.
Or if I do, at least it'll be comedy.
Yeah. So that's that. So, yeah, anybody that was watching today, we appreciate it. We know it was tough because it was during the work day. But if you're watching this video, please go to one of these apps on the graphic below and subscribe to the audio feed. We appreciate that. We like those numbers. Go to joefernandez.net to see where I'll be playing. Go to Mike Gaffney Live to see his schedule. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. You've been listening to All in Our Heads.